Jay-Z's documentaries, he points that moment out as a point that he beat. It was like, we have to make the numbers.
True enough, I did need them. However, I feel like, if I presented as something that's mutually advantageous for both of us.
Right. Yeah, but he should address the guy who made him feel like a punk. Like, you know how rock and roll has punk rock? Hip hop has cool punk. Jay's the coolest punk.
50 Cent just threw Jay-Z into the spotlight, and this isn't your typical Instagram caption or AI stunt. This is a clip straight from a hidden segment of the T.I. documentary that hasn't even officially premiered yet. Within hours, the footage exploded online. Why did it spread so fast? The answer is simple. It's a shocking revelation that completely shifts how you see Jay-Z's story. Key context. Before diving into the fallout, you need to grasp who we're really talking about. Curtis James Jackson III, famously known as 50 Cent, has spent years evolving from a rap icon into something far more formidable, a media powerhouse with personal vendetta and production arsenal. While most artists see old feuds fade, for 50 Cent, they escalate. He doesn't just fire off shots on Instagram anymore. He crafts entire documentary sagas around his rivals.
As the music itself to blocking things in business, then I don't understand that. Like right now, he's not even competing for a slot. You don't have a new song out that he want to be on the top 10 or top 5, right? And you still competing. It just don't make sense. Like, what are we competing for?
In 2025, 50 Cent proved that his approach works on the grandest scale when he took the reins as executive producer of Sean Combs' The Reckoning, a major 4-part Netflix docuseries that dropped on December 2nd. The impact was immediate. It shook the entertainment world to its core. The series dug deep into the troubling abuse allegations against Diddy, assembling interviews, evidence, and first-hand accounts that had never before been brought together in one place. The result? A documentary that was impossible to ignore, sparking conversations across every corner of the industry.
Something happens, I'm gonna have to kill you. He wanted to let me know how it would happen. You will be in a dark park and there will be no one around if this shit goes left. And I'm telling you, like, we just gonna do it like this so you really understand. I never told anyone. I never called the police. If anybody else would have said, Puff Daddy told me he's gonna kill me in the park.
The cultural impact was massive. And it wasn't only the fans paying attention. Every major media outlet jumped on it. Social media was flooded for weeks, with discussions, debates, and clips circulating nonstop. Beyond the headlines, the series reignited critical conversations about power, public pressure, accountability, and the culture of silence that has long permeated the music industry.
Even if everything in it was a lie, it was done great. I'm not saying that everything in it was a lie, though.
Right.
I was sitting there watching like, my instincts were right.
Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah.
Even if this is not the way it written down, it feels right.
Yeah, it validated what I was thinking.
It feels good in my soul.
Right.
But then at the same time, like, dang, this is, I saw two different, I only saw one side of this person. This is showing like the whole other side.
Diddy's team struck back aggressively. His representatives labeled the documentary a shameful hit piece, claiming that Netflix had included footage that was never authorized by Diddy's camp. They also painted 50 Cent as a longtime adversary with a personal vendetta. But here's the critical point. Sometimes, the reaction to a hit piece can cause more turmoil than the piece itself. Bigger strategy. While Diddy's team scrambled on defense, 50 Cent was already orchestrating his next move. And this time, he wasn't targeting just one person. On March 5th, 2026, he dropped an Instagram post hinting at a headline, 50 reportedly developing surviving T.I. and future Project Tiny documentary. That title wasn't random. It was a calculated reference, echoing the impact of surviving R. Kelly and signaling exactly what was coming next.
50, after doing the Diddy documentary, is threatening to do a documentary on T.I. and Tiny.
That is go-to now? Documentary?
That's his go-to. What's your take?
Seems like games only black people play.
Think that 50 will actually do a documentary on T.I. and Tiny?
Listen, 50, again, he's rich and got time. So, he possibly could do whatever he wanted.
Surviving R. Kelly, one of the most powerful and unsettling documentaries ever produced about a music industry figure, served as a clear blueprint. Anyone familiar with it instantly understood the reference. In his Instagram caption, 50 Cent made the message even sharper. He admitted that he had stayed silent before the Diddy documentary premiered, allowing the project to speak for itself and make its impact without interference.
I told y'all this was about to happen. Wait, so you telling me the reason that 50 Cent has been quiet on the whole T.I. beef is because he's sitting back and planning to do another documentary but this time on T.I. and his wife and their essay allegations that they've been fighting? This is about to get ugly. But now, since 50 posted that he's doing the documentary, maybe you believe him. But anybody in the loop knows that T.I. and Tiny have had several allegations of essay.
Now, 50 Cent was sending a direct warning to T.I. The questions about his legal past, old allegations, and years of lawsuits weren't going anywhere. Any promotional tour T.I. attempted would be haunted by those questions at every turn. The post immediately lit up hip-hop media. Gossip blogs, entertainment commentators, and fans alike flooded timelines with reactions ranging from shock to excitement to genuine concern. Then, almost as suddenly as it appeared, 50 Cent deleted it. No explanation, no follow-up, just silence. If you know how 50 Cent operates, that move speaks volumes. The message had already landed exactly where he wanted it. As of March 2026, there's still no official word on a production schedule, network deal, or verified footage for any T.I. documentary. But in today's media landscape, sometimes the threat of exposure hits harder than the exposure itself, and 50 Cent understands that better than anyone. Whether T.I. thought the matter would die down or not, he miscalculated, or maybe 50 Cent calculated perfectly and didn't care. Within hours, what started as a one-on-one feud escalated into a full-blown family war, played out entirely in public across social media. 50 Cent even posted a photo of Tiny, T's wife, with a pointed, demeaning caption, making it clear his attack wasn't limited to T.I. alone. That's when T's sons enter the scene. King Harris, the eldest, struck back with viral images of 50 Cent, taking things personal in a way that made the internet sit up and take notice.
Nigga wanna say something about my mama, your mama dead as fuck, nigga. Your mama dead as fuck. Go dig her up. Go dig her up. Fuck. Post a picture of your motherfucking mama, nigga. She dead, nigga. Pay respect, nigga. Stop fucking playing with my mama, nigga. Nigga ain't playing like that. Nigga ain't going like that, nigga. How y'all bitch ass niggas raised? I'm not raised like that. I don't go. I'm not going about my mama, nigga. I'm not going, nigga. So tell your dead ass mama dig her ass up and post a picture that look better than my motherfucking mama, nigga.
Demony Harris, T's younger son, chose a different path. He released diss tracks, channeling his anger directly into music. The situation heated up so intensely that T.I. himself had to step in publicly and set some boundaries. He made it clear that, while he had no intention of backing down from 50 Cent, there were limits to how this battle should be fought. T.I. emphasized that he would never attack others in ways he wouldn't want his own family to be targeted. It was a rare display of restraint and self-control from someone not typically known for holding back.
Are you enjoying seeing your sons step up to the moment?
I don't enjoy it. I do not. Simply because I've spent so much time trying to get this little nigga off the ledge.
Talking about King?
Yes. And now he has justifiable means to undo all of the teachings that I've been teaching.
But the real story wasn't just T.I. defending his family's honor. Beneath the surface of this feud lay something far bigger, a much larger name, deeper connections, and a controversy that stretches well beyond hip-hop. To understand why Jay-Z enters this conversation, we have to go back nearly 30 years. In 1999, a then-unknown Curtis Jackson dropped an early freestyle called How to Rob, in which he imagined hitting dozens of rap's biggest stars, including Jay-Z. It was a bold move, funny to some, outrageous to others. Jay-Z famously responded with a single bar on a Big L track, brushing 50 Cent off without giving him a full verse. That subtle dismissal planted the seeds of tension between the two, simmering quietly for decades. The friction resurfaced publicly when 50 Cent claimed that Jay-Z tried to block him from performing at the 2022 Super Bowl halftime show, reigniting old rivalry in the spotlight.
And, I remember one time walking in the studio, Bleak Beans, everybody was in there, and I was like, man, I'm telling you, man, y'all got a chance right now, just flood it, put out a lot of music, because 50 Cent is coming. And, 4 months later, and it's just like, okay, now everybody got to sit on the sidelines and wait this tidal wave out.
The claim was never verified, yet it spread like wildfire, painting Jay-Z as someone willing to wheel back from industry influence to block 50 Cent's rise. When the Diddy Netflix documentary dropped at the end of 2025, fans immediately began speculating about who might be next in the crosshays. 50 Cent didn't let the rumors die. He fanned the flames himself, sharing a video online that deepfaked Jay-Z's face onto Lionel Richie's iconic music video. On the surface, it seemed like a joke, but the underlying message was clear. How was officially on the radar, and the internet picked up on it instantly.
It's 2020, y'all. Yeah. And it's different than when it was 2016. You know, the game has been elevated. As we can tell, there's no expense being spared. We had a black billionaire.
Then January 2026 hit. The Department of Justice released a long-awaited batch of Jeffrey Epstein documents. As people began combing through the files, one name caught 50 Cent's attention immediately: Jay-Z. That was all he needed. The DOJ release, over 3 million pages tied to Epstein, sparked one of the largest media frenzies in recent memory. Celebrities, politicians, business leaders, and public figures of every kind saw their names scrutinized, with results spreading like wildfire across social media. Regardless of context or what those document mentions actually meant, Jay-Z's name had surfaced. 50 Cent wasted no time. He posted AI-generated images of Jay-Z on Instagram with the caption, "Damn, they got you, Jay and the Epstein files. I gotta do a doc on this." The post was bold, direct, and unmissable. But buried beneath all the chaos was a critical detail most people missed.
Ed is having too much fun with AI and this whole situation. But 50 Cent, please, for all of us, continue with this content. It's hilarious. And we are all excited for the documentary.
And this part is crucial. Critical point. Jay-Z's name did not appear in Epstein flight logs. It wasn't in his contact list either. Instead, it surfaced in FBI intake reports, records of anonymous tips submitted to the FBI after Epstein's arrest in 2019. These were unverified, unvetted submissions, and the Department of Justice explicitly warned that some could be completely false or fabricated. The FBI has confirmed that Jay-Z has no verified connection to Epstein's network in any official documents. Putting this in context, back in 1996, when the earliest alleged connection would have taken place, Jay-Z had just released his debut album Reasonable Doubt, and was nowhere near the elite social circles Epstein moved in. To this day, Jay-Z has made no public comment on 50 Cent's posts or the mention of his name in these documents. Unique strategy. This is what sets 50 Cent apart from nearly anyone else in entertainment today. He understands the mechanics of modern viral media better than industry veterans twice his age. He knows you don't need a finished documentary to spark a crisis. No release date, no network deal, no verified footage. Just the right post, the right name, and the right moment, and the internet does the rest. Media dominance. With a T.I. documentary threat, he controlled hip-hop headlines for multiple news cycles without spending a single dollar on production. With the Epstein viral moment, he turned an unverified document mention into a cultural spectacle, putting one of hip-hop's biggest names on the defensive without ever making a single verifiable claim. Think about that. A deleted post, an AI-generated image, and suddenly the internet erupts. A single caption, a well-timed post, and suddenly one of the wealthiest and most powerful figures in the music industry is being discussed in the context of a federal investigation. Fan divide. Even though the FBI confirmed there's no verified connection, fans watching this drama unfold online have been split. Some see it as accountability culture wielded aggressively and unfairly, while others argue that 50 Cent is doing what the media should have done years ago. One viral fan comment summed it up perfectly. 50 Cent might be the most consistently chaotic figure to ever achieve fame. And honestly, that might be the core takeaway. What makes this scenario so gripping and so uncomfortable is the question of where the line is drawn. 50 Cent is not a journalist, nor is he a law enforcement officer. He is a cultural powerhouse with a massive platform, production resources, and a history of targeting rivals he's feuded with for decades. In today's climate, where documentaries have exposed real crimes and genuine harm, that combination is uniquely powerful. The The Diddy documentary involves serious, verified allegations backed by legal filings, survivor testimonies, and documented evidence. The T.I. documentary, if it ever comes to fruition, enters a much more complicated legal and ethical space, given that several past lawsuits against T.I. and Tiny were dismissed or denied, and both have denied the core claims. Meanwhile, the Jay-Z Epstein connection so far rests entirely on unverified, anonymous tips flagged by the government itself as potentially false. So, what exactly is 50 Cent doing here? What is 50 Cent really doing here? Is he creating a legitimate body of investigative work that holds powerful figures accountable? Or is he settling old scores from the early 2000s, using the documentary format as a cover? Or, most likely, it's both at the same time. And that's exactly why it works. Sometimes, the most dangerous weapon isn't the footage itself. It's the possibility of the footage. Next target. Right now, nobody in hip-hop seems to know whose name 50 Cent will target next. Current status. Here's where things stand. 50 Cent executive produced a Netflix docuseries about Diddy, creating a genuine cultural earthquake. He then teased, and quickly deleted, a post about a documentary targeting T.I. and Tiny, forcing them into a defensive position and dragging their family into a very public, messy battle. When the Epstein files dropped and Jay-Z's name appeared in unverified public tips, 50 Cent wasted no time turning it into content. None of the Epstein-related claims involving Jay-Z are verified. The FBI has confirmed he does not appear in flight logs or contact lists. Jay-Z has made no public response, and the T.I. documentary has no confirmed production deal or release. But in the court of public opinion, where 50 Cent thrives, momentum often moves faster than facts. The real takeaway isn't just about T.I., Jay-Z, or Diddy. It's about the moment we're living in, where the threat of a documentary can carry the same weight as a documentary itself, and where a single deleted Instagram post can reshape an entire news cycle. So ask yourself, in a world like this, who decides what accountability really looks like, and what's just performing accountability for show?